Good afternoon. My name is Chris Vallejo, Chief of Police for Topeka Police Department. I'm here to talk about an incident that took place today that about 9:50 in the morning. But before I do, I want to say that this is an active and ongoing investigation. Some of the information I may give and receive later on is ongoing, it's dynamic and changing. And as necessary, as we receive other information, we'll update our partners in the media and the community as we get that information. On July 22nd, around 9:50 in the morning, the Topeka Police Department responded to the 500 block of Northeast Wabash for a welfare check. Upon arrival, officers discovered two deceased individuals located inside a home, one adult female and one adult male. Additionally, 2-year-old Zabe Mendez, Mendez, spelling Zabe, Z as in zebra, A-B-E, Mendez, was not in the home, and an Amber Alert was issued. Within the hour, our department was notified that Zabe had been found safe in Mattoon, Illinois. That's M as in Mary, A-T-T-O-O-N, Mattoon, Illinois. The suspect is identified as Christopher Barnshaw and has been taken into police custody. Topeka police are in the initial stages of the investigation for the two homicide victims. There is no ongoing threat to the public, and I would like to thank the quick action of the supporting departments, my department, and everyone involved for assisting in the effort to find Zabe quickly. I will now take a few questions, if we have any.
Tell us the relationship of the suspect and the whole.
That's being determined right now. That's part of the investigation. So this is still on. This is part of the ongoing thing.
They know each other, though.
I'm not going to speculate at this time, but we'll give you that information when we find it.
The alert stated this was happened on Friday. Could you give clarification to the differences in that?
Sure. Probably the wording could have been clarified. The alert was accurate, but we found that information out today that the abduction took place prior. So just to clarify that, we found that information out today during our investigation this morning.
What information indicated he was taken on Friday?
Active, the officers on scene, investigation, asking the questions. That's how we came to that conclusion.
And so the two people had been deceased since Friday. Is it safe to say that?
We don't have that information right now, the cause of death, and that's still investigated. That's going to take some time, of course.
You can tell us, are they relatives of the child that was missing that were found today?
I don't have that information right now.
But you can't say, is that?
There are proper notifications out of respect for the family. I think it would be better if I wait for that. I don't have that information with me anyway.
So the child was taken from the scene Friday?
As reported, yes.
How was he found in Illinois? How did that come about?
That was through communication with the KBI, putting that information out. A ping was located in Mattoon, Illinois. I guess the police there were on the spot. They located him there where the last known location was, and he was taken into custody without incident.
A ping. So you knew who the suspect you were looking for, and so you looked for their phone, and that's what the ping was from?
We're looking for the car.
Okay, so was it the live cameras that spotted that car then?
I don't have the information on whether it was an LPR or a camera or something like that. That information will come out a little bit later. We'll get that to you.
So are the two bodies been identified or not yet?
We will withhold that until next of kin gets notified.
Absolutely. And do you suspect how they have been killed, or will you withhold that for now?
We're not ready to divulge that information, especially since the next of kin hasn't been notified. So I don't want to get ahead of myself.
The child uninjured?
The child was found safe. Zabe was found safe.
So why does this particular area roped off as a crime scene?
That's standard practice. When we have a crime scene, we have an inner perimeter, an outer perimeter. We establish who can come in, evidence control. We keep a log of officers and people that have a need to be in the crime scene. That's just for fidelity and integrity of the crime scene. So.
Wabash is the street one block to the east of here?
Right here behind me, the 500 block.
You're not ruling either of these as homicides yet, is that correct?
We're not ready to make that ruling until we get all the information possible.
Chief, this is happening in your town. Your thoughts right now?
Well, I'm glad that we found Zabe safely. This is a tragedy, and I know the residents around this area are concerned about this event. It's not something that happens every day, and I feel for them. I just want them to know that we're going to bring this investigation to its full conclusion, and we will bring justice for the victims with whatever information we found out. And there is no ongoing threat, and the Topeka Police Department and supporting departments are on this case.
If he went missing on Friday, why did the Amber Alert go off this afternoon?
As I explained earlier, we found out this morning that that took place earlier, so that's probably could have clarified the wording on the alert a little bit more, but we found out this morning that already had taken place, the abduction.
How did we know that he came up missing on Friday? What led you to know that?
These are the initial information I have for investigators who are on scene and investigators who are talking to each other and putting together a timeline. So it's, like I said, it's very rough and ongoing, but that's what I can give you right now with confidence.
So the suspect and the infant have been found since the Amber Alert came out?
In Mattoon, Illinois.
And Chief, this is 4th murder homicide deaths in the community this week so far, if I'm correct. What safety precautions have you given the community? Is there a threat? Should there be a concern? Is this common for this time of year?
Well, I don't want to make any assumptions about what occurred in this neighborhood. This is a wonderful neighborhood with wonderful people. These kinds of incidents are hard. They happen indoors. I don't know the motive. We'll find that out. But I want the community to know and feel that they're safe, which they are safe.
Okay, and we'll wrap up the questions with that, but we'll have more information as it becomes available. So thank you all for coming out today.
Thank you all.